Welcome everyone, welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is your Mr. Uncle Bingo, and I've got to talk about Phil. I wasn't going to, but you just watch his streams and he starts doing stupid, ridiculous stuff. And I'm going to shout out Duty Streams just because it's an easy, accessible clip. I mean, again, I'd have to sift through like hours of content to watch his own stream, which isn't even up yet. So anyways, but what really got to me is he's saying that nobody has the right to tell him where he spends his money, which would normally be correct if you're not Phil. Let's get into it.
Of course, that was kind of like the Hail Mary, and he got tapped out and even said yesterday, yeah, I'm not going to be contributing anymore.
And also, Jinx was making his best streak go on for days upon days, and then Phil got drunk and doxed Jinx, whose apparently his name is Ryan. And Duty even debunked the fact that Phil was trying to lie and say, oh no, I said the wrong name. No, like he said that, yeah, Jinx is Ryan. So, and now the guy's not tipping anymore. I wonder why, Phil. This is what you do to your own chat.
Or at this point, I'm tapped out, and we still hit the goal on the first stream, which was absolutely amazing. All right, but then finally last night, as we were playing Oblivion, it finally cooled down. Still had a great stream. We still had good attendance, good engagement, decent support. We had good super chats and memberships, but the tips finally calmed down. And we did not hit any of the goals of the tips last night, which is perfectly fine. And finally, the stream came to an end. So now the good thing is,
Phil?
Thank you. Because here's the thing: there's people who always want to be up in my personal business, and immediately when
you're a public figure, and I was watching his stream earlier, and he's already back to say, "Oh, if you could please tip me, blah blah blah. Tips go to my day off." That's not our job. This is what gets me riled up, it gets Rich riled up, it gets the whole detractor community riled up because of your brand.
The streak started, oh my god, where's all that money going and what's this going? First of all, it's no one's business. Absolutely no one's business whatsoever.
True. That is true. But you're the one that curated this whole audience because your brand is begging for people for money. I could go and blow my money on whatever I want to. People know that I spend money on video games. People know that I do dumb stuff, but it's because I tell them. You, on the other hand, claim that you need money for bills, and money for this, and money for that, and you probably do, but we also know you have the WWE Champions addiction, which you spend thousands of dollars on.
Where any money goes that I make on this stream, alright? I could be spending it for great things. I could be spending it for frivolous things. I could be donating it to charity, or I could be fronting it to a drug ring out in Brazil. It's none of anyone's business. It doesn't matter. And you have no right to ask what anyone does with any money that they make on this.
Again, that would be true if you didn't beg and beg and beg your audience for money. Please help me so me and Kat can go out to eat. Oh my god.
Stream. It's none of your fucking business. So even by asking that, you're breaking the rules of the stream. And if I see people talking about that kind of crap in my chat, you will receive a permanent ban. Just so you know. It's none of your business whatsoever. Now.
And this is how he treats his audience. I was gonna ban you just because you said this. Because your name is Carl, you're banned. Because your name is a sexual reference, you're banned.
Some people have already started to say things like, well, we'll Phil buy a new PC, and we'll Phil do this, and we'll Phil do that. Alright, I'll give you a little bit of transparency as much as I can without essentially getting too personal, alright? The good news is, I now have a little bit of a surplus, because this has been, a week and a half essentially of over-the-top support. By the way, on my normal streams, I would still get good support, but this is just above and beyond that, okay? So I have a little bit of a surplus. Already, I can tell you, I put some of that towards monthly bills where I paid forward a little bit more on some bills to kind of clear me and get me a little bit...
The WWE Champions bill.
In a better position. All right, so that's number one. That already some of it's gone to very important things. I do have a little bit of a surplus that I'm purposefully saving. That way, if something happens, let's say for example, oh my God, there's my car breaks down, or a piece of equipment breaks, or something goes wrong, and I need some money to do something, I have.
Phil, if your car breaks down, you're going to be crying to your audience. Oh, guys, we got to hit that tips goal now. Oh, man, my car's not working. I need a tip to go and fix it. And it's going to cost like $1,100. Oh, my God.
That is the pitfall of having basically little to no
fought
credit.
A bear in the parking
is,
lot.
Having a bankruptcy many years ago that, I don't have the same abilities as everybody else. I don't have just money to charge or spend on a whim, but now I'll have a little bit of extra, which is nice. It's nice to have that flexibility. This will also take a little bit of pressure off of the next several months when I'm going to start buying lots of new games and everything. It won't be really a concern that I have to invest that money back into the business because I have that flexibility. But the truth is, I don't need to be telling you this. I really don't. It's literally none of
Stop doing it then.
What any content creator or streamer does with money that they've raised. It's just that people on the internet are scumbag.
Most content creators don't have that problem, Phil. I don't even make money and I don't have that problem. When somebody gives me a gift in the chat, or somebody gives me a donation of any kind, I tell them all the time. I tear up sometimes and I just say, thank you. You didn't have to do that. That was amazing. You're amazing. I don't sit there and beg like you. I don't say, guys, man, my lights are fixing to be turned on tomorrow. I can't play my games tomorrow. Oh my God. But that's what you do. That's what you've been doing. And that's why you have a community of detractors that clip everything you say, because the internet never forgets.
Next to me. They've made so many things up about me and said so many nonsensical things about me that are complete bullshit or based, again, on a nugget of truth that they turn into an insane conspiracy with no factual substantiation.
Oh,
that
the victim.
People will literally question every little thing I do. Like, for example, if today I was going to play Zelda and I picked up my controller and you notice it's a white controller, people will be like, wait a minute, what's that? He didn't have that controller before. He had a black Pro controller. Why is he playing with a white controller? Where did he get it from? How much was it? Where was the money spent? You see what I mean?
No,
it's insane.
Phil, that is
These people are fucking nuts. That's not normal behavior. That's obsessive behavior in a very toxic way. And this is what I do with every day of my life. So please understand, that's why I don't reveal more about my personal life. That's why I don't do house tours. That's why I don't do all this shit. These people are actually crazy and have latched themselves onto me in a very negative way in order to...
See, here's the thing. Like, I would gladly do a house tour if somebody asked me to. This is my house. I own it. But again, I haven't lied to my audience. I'll tell people, I went out and bought a freaking controller for my PlayStation 5. I went out and bought a collection of games. Whoop-de-doo, my bills are paid. Thank you. But again, my audience knows what I'm doing. Your audience has no clue what you're doing because you lie to them.
Propagate that crazy conspiracy and toxicity. Okay? So, absolutely not. I'm not telling you everything I'm doing with anything that I raised there in that week and a half of amazing support. But, was it enough to completely change my...
And the fact that he says that's why his detractors go through every clip that he does and finds out the things that they find out. That's why people go into your bank accounts, your WWE account, because they know you're hiding something.
Life? No. This is a week and a half with a little bit of extra support every day, essentially, which is nice and will help in the long term, but it's certainly not something that's, oh my God, it blew me out, feels completely good forever. No, that's not the case. Just like anything, I'm going to stream every day, and I'm going to have goals, and I'm going to hope to hit those goals, and if I don't hit them, if I don't hit them several days in a row, it hurts.
My
it hurts
silly
to not
hat,
be raising the goals that you set for your business.
And my vest.
There's an established amount that I look to make every day or two.
That's what you guys
because
would want me
that's
to do.
essentially what I need to do, things like do the necessities, pay the bills and everything, right? So, yeah, and it's funny because then people are like, oh, you see, so he's been so good that he doesn't need any support forever. Like, you're an asshole. Like, how do you not understand how life works, right? That's like saying you were walking down the street, you found a $100 bill, so now you don't need to get paid for the next 2 weeks of work when you go to work. Like, what? It's just stupid talk. Anyway, so, the streak is done. For now. Will we ever have another streak? Perhaps. These things come and go. I'm incredibly...
Again, that streak would still be going on if you didn't dox your boy. I mean, that is just unbelievable, dude. And then another thing that got to me, too. He doesn't even know how his wife is doing. Like, it's like they live... It's almost like Trump and Melania. It's like they live in the same house, but they don't even sleep together. I have never heard that comparison yet. It's just like that. They live in the same house, but they do not sleep together or interact with each other. He didn't even know whenever his wife came home from work and she was sick. Mine would be kicking my ass every single day if I didn't ask her how she was doing. Hell, she's gotten pissed at me before whenever I didn't ask her, how's your day, honey, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, just casual conversation. That is not a marriage. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, there will always be more. Your Mr. Uncle Bingo is out. Thank you, Phil.